Hello friends, my name is Raza Masood. Today we will discuss about a topic resource labeling. Friend, this topic is very important with respect to project management or PMI, project management body of knowledge. This topic is very important, and I will try my level best to explain you the concept of resource labeling. This is a very easy topic to understand. However, with respect to if you are studying project management in university or planning to give exam of PMP, so friend, I will tell you that this topic is very important. You should have a very good idea, very good concept that what is resource labeling and what is the purpose of resource labeling in project management, and when how we can use it, and what are the benefits of using the resource labeling. So friend, if you are studying project management in university or planning to give exam of PMP, I can tell you that around 5 to 10 questions you will definitely see in exam which are directly related to resource labeling. Friend, uh, I can tell you that in the exam they will not say you to do in actual the resource labeling. They will ask a different scenario. They will give you, and they will ask you that how you can do the resource labeling, what are the benefits of your resource labeling, and what are the disadvantages of not doing the resource labeling. So all these things will be checked in the PMP exam, especially PMP exam. If I tell you that, friend, PMP exam is a very tough exam. It's not easy to clear the exam because they will ask you different scenario, and they will check your concept, that how much you are good with respect to concept point of view. So your concept should be very clear about resource labeling. Secondly, if you are already a project manager and working as as a project manager in any organization, so friend, as a project manager you should know that what is resource labeling, because see, honestly saying, this is a very big misconception and very big mistakes which is doing by most of the companies, that they don't know how to do the resource labeling, and they have to face the consequences of not doing the resource labeling. So if you have a good concept, if you have a good knowledge of resource labeling, so you can avoid the mistakes which most of the people or most of the organizations are already doing. So this is very important, and that to understand the concept of resource labeling, so that you can avoid the mistakes and you can successfully complete your projects, and you can avoid the huge problems and huge issues in your project. So friend, first of all I would request to please subscribe to my channel and click on the bell option as well, so that my new videos can reach to you. So let's start. Resource labeling. Friend, if I ask from you that either you are a student studying project management in any organization, in any university, or you are already a project manager working as a project manager in any organization, what is the most important factor or most important thing you think that it is necessary to complete a project? The most important thing, what do you think? Let me ask from you a very simple question. If you are a project manager and you have undertaken a project as a project manager, and you have to complete the project, for example in 4 months you must have to complete the project. So what is the most important thing you need to complete the project? The most important thing, friend, is the resource. Resource is the major most important factor, most important thing which you need to complete a project. Either it's a human resource, or either it's a hardware resource, or something physical like computer, some machinery, some hardware, some equipment, or either it's a human resource like software engineer, database administrator, the quality assurance person, etc., or a solution architect. So friend, either it's a human resource, either it's a physical or hardware resource. These types of the resources are the most important factor which you need to which I need to accomplish a project successfully. Here very important factor here, more very important factor came here, that friend, as a project manager you should able to manage the resources. First of all, you must know that who is your resource. Either it's a human resource, either your hardware resource, when they are coming, when they are joining, when they are when they are participating. So first of all, as a project manager you should have a very clear visibility that who are your resources for project. And friend, just sharing my thoughts and my knowledge with you, that as a project manager you should be able to manage your resources. As a project manager you should not to become a resource for a project. Try to understand the concept here. As a project manager you should be able to manage the resources. You should not become a resource by yourself for a project. Okay, are you getting my point? If you want to complete a project successfully you should be able to manage your resources. Either it's a human resource, either it's a hardware or physical resource. You should able to drive the resources with clear vision. And you should not become a resource by yourself. Okay, so friend, this is very important to understand your concepts, your understanding about the resource. Who is your resource? Either it's a human resource, either it's a physical resource, when it would be available, when it will be working, and when it will be leaving from the project. So this is very important, important factor to understand about resource. Remember one thing friend, if you want to become a successful project manager, remember one thing, that you should be able to manage your resources properly. If you are want to become a good project manager, you should have a good knowledge about your resources, and you should able to manage your resources properly and successfully with a clear vision. So friend, resource leveling is a technique in project management that overlooks resource allocation and resolve possible conflict arising from over allocation. When project managers undertake a project, they need to plan their resources accordingly. An organization start to face problem if resources are not allocated properly. Some resources may be over allocation while other will be under allocated. Friend, see, resource leveling means that the appropriate assignment of resources. Many times I have seen in an organization, this is a very common factor in organization, that for example if there are 10 resources, so 3 resources are more than 100% utilizing. Like they have lots of load of working, and they have to they are so much busy and they don't have any time, and they are utilizing more than 100%. And the rest of the 7 resources, they don't have so much work, they are not utilizing properly, or you can say they are underutilized. So this is a very common problem in many organizations. So resource leveling means friend, that each and every resource has appropriate work, and every resource should not be over allocated or not be under allocated. Are you getting my point? Every resource should have the appropriate work. This, as a project manager you should able to ensure that every resource should have appropriate workload, not more than 100% or not less than the under assignment. Okay, like it should not be happen that one resource is so much busy that they don't have time, or other 2 resources are sitting idle and they are not doing anything. So see friend, these two things, all these things are not good for an organization. If any resource is overutilized, so that means they will not continue work like that. And so if any resource is underutilized, it's also not good, because he is getting the salary from the company but he is not giving his 100%. So this is not good. So resource leveling means friend, that you are allocating or assigning the resource appropriately the workload, and each and every resource should not be over allocated or under allocated. So this is called the concept of resource allocating. Here friends, see the resource conflict. There are numerous disadvantages suffered by organizations, such as if we are not doing resource leveling properly, so disadvantages are delay in certain tasks being completed, difficulty in assigning a different resource, unable to change task dependencies, to remove certain tasks, to add more tasks, overall delays and budget overruns of project. See friend, if you are not properly appropriately using the resource labeling, so there are more very lots of disadvantages or conflicts will arise. See, first of all, the conflicts among the resources will occur because one resource is 100 more than 100% utilized, and some and rest of the resources are underutilized. So first of all, there are lots of conflicts will occur among the resources, and it will definitely impact your project timelines. It will definitely raise concerns and issues among the resources and among internally in the organization as well. And obviously it will impact your project timeline, and your project will suffer if you are not allocating resources appropriately, if you are not doing the resource labeling. So friend, this is very important that you should know about your resource labeling, and you should able to assign the resources the workload appropriately, that each and every resource should have appropriate work, and he should not overutilize, and he should not be underutilized. Every resource has appropriate work. So this is called the concept of resource labeling. Friend, hope you like this video. If you like, please share it with your friends and colleagues, and thanks a lot for your time. Okay, thank you.